World Trade Organization. Introduction. It was officially commenced on 1st January 1995 under Marrakesh Agreement. WTO replaced GATT. GATT is General Agreement on Tariffs and Trades. GATT was commenced in the year 1948. It intends to supervise and liberalize the international trade. WTO's headquarters is at Geneva, Switzerland, and its official languages are English, French, and Spanish. Evolution of GATT. In the year 1944, Bretton Woods Conference wanted to make ITO, International Trade Organization. Thus, GATT was formed in the year 1948. GATT. The main aim of GATT is to reduce barriers to international trade. In 1986, under Uruguay round of talks, it also included services and IP, that is intellectual property rights, in the debate, and everyone agreed upon it. Marrakesh Treaty under Uruguay round of talks at Morocco happened. All nations signed on the agreement and WTO was formed on 1st January 1995. India is also one of the founding members of WTO. Structure of WTO. Ministerial Conference, General Council, Director General. Ministerial Conference. It is a supreme decision-making body of WTO. And the latest country to join in WTO is Afghanistan on 29 July 2016, and the capital city of Afghanistan is Kabul. Ministerial Conference meets once every 2 years and it deliberates on trade agreements. And Ministerial Conference also appoints the Director General of WTO. General Council. It is a day-to-day decision-making body and meets regularly at Geneva. General Council implements the decisions of Ministerial Conference and it has representatives from each member state. It has two bodies, Dispute Settlement Body and Trade Policy Review. Director General. Director General is appointed by Ministerial Conference and has a term of 4 years, and he heads the Secretariat at Geneva. Barriers to international trade. There are two types of barriers, tariff barrier and non-tariff barrier. Tariff barrier. When government pushes heavy import duty or custom duty on the foreign products, those reduces and it protects the domestic players from foreign players. Non-tariff barriers. When domestic players are given subsidies or preferences over the foreign players by the government, it is called as non-tariff barriers. Key functions of World Trade Organization. First, it reduces the barriers to international trade and get the members into its agreement. And it provides forum for negotiation, dispute settlement for members, and if agreements are violated. It ensures the developing countries benefits from world trade, especially the least developed countries. And WTO also cooperates with United Nations, World Bank, and IMF that improves livelihood, protects environment, and promotes sustainable development. Safety protection agreements are of two types, non-food products and food products. Non-food products. These are generally known as Technical Barrier to Trade Agreement or TBT. These are based on quality and durability. Food products. These are also known as Sanitary and Phytosanitary Measures Agreements or SPS, and these are based on quality and hygiene. WTO agreements are of 6 types on goods, services, intellectual property rights, dispute settlement, policy review, and plurilateral. The expected questions from the topic WTO are: first one, when was WTO formed? Answer: on 1st January 1995. Who is the first Director General of WTO? Peter Sutherland. Who is the present Director General of WTO? Roberto Azevedo. When did India join WTO? In the year 1995. How many countries are not part of WTO? 16 countries. Indian officers in World Trade Organization. Brajendra Navneet. And at the same time, another Indian officer is also appointed to World Bank. Name that officer, Rajiv Topno. When was Roberto Azevedo appointed as Director General for the first time? On 1st September 2013. When was Roberto Azevedo appointed as Director General for the second time? On 1st September 2017. And the final question is, when is Roberto Azevedo going to step down from his position? On 31st August 2020.